Hey YouTube friends, today I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing of the HD 560S from Sennheiser and also giving a little news update on what's going on with my channel. Okay, so this is going to be filmed in one take, and that means that if I mess up, I mess up. You get to hear me stutter and everything. Nice. So, first let's check out this HD 560S. Now, this came out in the very end of August, beginning of October. Some nice availability things going on in the United States, but it's here. You've probably seen a few reviews on it. What I am going to do is make a comparison video with a bunch of the other Sennheisers I have on hand. And full disclosure, Sennheiser, I did not pay for these. Sennheiser sent them to me specifically so that I could answer people's questions about them and talk to everybody about whatever they want to know about it. And there is a lot of packing material in the box. It goes deep. Better to have more than not enough, right? Okay, so we see here Sennheiser's new style of box. Instead of a sleeve, it's all printed right on the box, but I like how they store nowadays. Just got a little bit of security tape here. Yes. I think I just stabbed my table. Let's have a first good look at the box itself. So we got the front of it with pretty simple and clean, which is what the headphone himself is supposed to sound like. So that's a good first impression. Registration codes, different languages on the back. Okay. And a very bare minimum of technical specs, although honestly this is pretty good. A lot of people don't say like, oh, THD at 90 decibels or 1 volt measured at the 1 kilohertz pitch. So that's kind of like a mid-tone range. That sensitivity is also nice and high. So even though it is a 120 ohm impedance headphone, it still has 110 decibels of sensitivity at 1 volt. So a 1 volt source will do pretty well. Like if you have a LG smartphone, that'll probably do well enough. You need basically an amp that can put out a volt, or like 8 milliwatts. So really not too bad. Okay. Inside, we have a little box to hold it in place. Okay. Oh, and it kind of lifts up to greet you when you're in here. Let's check out the manual stuff. Let's see. Safety guide. Okay. So don't blast your hearing, which I would 100% agree with. Don't shock yourself to accidents. There may be more information in this. If you care, you can check it. Ask me in the comments to, type it up for you or something. I don't know. And then the headphones themselves are wrapped in plastic, and they sit in here, so there's no foam. But I think cardboard's better for the environment. Foam will last, it'll degrade, but it'll last 1,000 years. And it comes with the cable attached. Now I do know this is a detachable cable. Let's see what cable stuff we have in here. Kind of a funny taping. Okay, nice. So this is a long cable. I believe it's like 3 meters. So if you put your source and amplifier and stuff on like a couch behind you or at the home cinema, this is going to be nice if you're late night COVID, can't sleep, all that stuff. So it's a nice long cable with the bigger 1/4 inch 6 point, I believe 35 millimeter connector type. 1/4 inch is what it was designed for. It was designed in America. So there you go. Nice big plug. I do know these plug in smoothly, but they have a big this part is about as long as the plug itself. So just so you know, it's going to stick out like this much. You don't really want to use that with a portable player too much. However, if you do, it comes with Sennheiser's excellent ponytail adapter, and I prefer these whenever I can, because if you had a step up adapter like this, like when you have a small adapter and you're going to a big connector, your 3.5 millimeter plug can fit straight into this and you don't have any extra length. If you had it the other way around, you have to have the length of the big fat plug and the small one attached onto it. So I prefer it much like this because you plug in your big guy into here, very minimal extra protrusion. You don't have a long lever on whatever source you're plugging into, because if you had this, if it was plugged in really long plus really long, you just have a lot of leverage on whatever source you're using. So I prefer adapter like this, and it comes with it. That's always good. Moving on to the headphone itself. Okay. Now, I would say, undo your sleeve the short way. I've seen some people unboxing this, and they had to run the whole cable through it. Like, well, you don't really have to. You can go the other way, but you only do it once, right? Okay, nice. So it comes with velour pads. These are very much the same as the HD 599, PC37X, all the other 500 series pads, because it's a really soft plush velour too. I'm a fan. This is not necessarily the ear EAR thing altogether, but it's part of it. But also so is the angle of the drivers inside is part of EAR. I do like how they added that bump. If I can find, one second. If I could find my HD 560S, which I've been listening to, so possibly, 560S, okay. So this is Sennheiser's new, this is what you would be wanting to listen to on a higher range system, $400, $500 launch. This has that same grill extension here, and so they're kind of upgrading the line to have that little 3D element, which I think is cool. Also, I think it's a pretty understated, not loud, hey, look at me, flashy headphone. I prefer, you make your own choice about whether you want more bling, but it is a very understated, mature looking design. And even less complicated looking than some of the other ones, because you can't see through this. I believe there's actually a layer of foam through the grill so you don't see the driver itself. So it just keeps this kind of clean, minimalist, almost, dare I say, Bauhaus, bold, minimal design. No metals, but that also means, this is metal, but in general, it's a very lightweight headphone. Another thing about it is it has the velour softly padded headband. This is a little bit different from the kind of mesh on top of the the HD 660S. This is like a mesh, which may not come through on camera. But this velour is like the same velour as the ear pads, and it's very, very soft. And I have found it to be very breathable. And then this divot here, you may think, oh, aesthetically, I don't know about all that. But if you were like me and you're starting to go shorter on hair, that lets you have no pressure right at the peak of your head. It distributes the weight to the sides while still keeping a solid foundational thing. Like the structure of it is solid. Also, it rotates in and out. Pivots and rotates, I guess you could say. And then some people don't notice that the cable is removable because it is in there firmly. Like you can't just pull it out. But if you twist it, then it comes out. And there's a little twist lock. It's 2.5 millimeters. And it twists right in there. That is the same connector used by the HD 599. So you can use the same cable if you have a shorter cable or something like that. And then the ear pads are the same attachment, which I'm being kind of gentle even though it doesn't look like it. These have the same attachment as the other 500 series. I don't want to rip it. It's like friction locked. But these are fitting very nicely, so I'm going to leave them in because I don't want to mess it up. I just opened it. I haven't even gotten to listen to them yet, which I will do. These are designed to be linear sounding, very balanced across all the frequencies without emphasizing a particular one. There may seem to be more treble than some people are used to on more mainstream headphones, or less mid-bass than they're used to on mainstream headphones, but it is a fairly non-exaggerated, so it's not really reduced or emphasized, and the sub-bass actually is one of the most extended, not emphasized, but the deeper the note, it's still there than a lot of other open back headphones. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and listen to these and test them. Now, just to give you a couple channel updates here, let me sit down. I don't know if you can see me. So let's talk a little bit about how I've been not posting for a little while. It's just kind of COVID stuff. I'm healthy. I'm okay. Did get pretty busy with the launch of this guy and trying to answer people's questions. Also some behind the scenes stuff. Several times I try to do videos and my neighbors, bless them. But, I'm trying to film a video and then they're having kids over and having fun. So I got to kind of adjust my schedule around them, and that's okay. I do hope to move to a home soon. We've been saving up for a few years, and COVID seems to have put a dent in those savings, but at the same time reduced the interest. I don't know, just working on things. I do hope to kind of bring back the channel and start doing more stuff. I probably will cut back on perfectionism, like this is being done in one take, just because I want to get the content out there and let you guys see it. We're going to do a video about the amp requirements for a headphone. You notice I point out the specs on this one. I'm going to kind of show you guys how to understand how much you need in power from an amp, but also what you get from amp upgrades, other qualities that may define the difference between an amp that's not just straight related to power, and also give you some opinions about this new headphone versus the rest of the HD 500 something series line, and maybe also the 58X Jubilee and the HD 6XX, just to give you guys kind of an idea about what the lineup looks like now. I feel like that comparison would be helpful. So if you like that, I'm going to give you my outro now. I'm Ev Shrug, and I'm still learning stuff every day, but if you want to come on this journey with me, subscribe and hit that notification bell.